Okay, so today we're going to start over here at the Auriza side tomb. Basically, we're going to run in, do a total walkthrough of the whole place, show you how the place works. And that's about it. Grab everything and get out. And of course, this is the way we're going to go. Make it a little easier on us. There's a few ways you can go to get over here, but I like to go this way because I don't like to get a arrow in my face. A great big arrow in my face. Now, right when we get outside of this graveyard here, look for this big stone on the right-hand side here, right here. And that's where we need to stop right here because it's going to fork off. And we don't want to miss out on this. We just need to go down this. It's easy to fly by and then have to deal with a bunch of arrows being shot at you. But there's a, if you go on the top there, there's a spirit spring at the end you can take down here too. But I'm just going to go down here so I can avoid all that. Now you'll see this is a little baby bear here. I won't try to get the baby bear here to break the statue right there to the left. I'll show you where the other guy is here in a second. This is the hero's grave here. So we're just going to use this as a reference point. So what we want to do is turn and go up the side of the rocks here on the cliff edge. Because if we actually take the path up here, you'll see right to the left here, there's a guy waiting for us right there. See? That's the guy you want to use or to get that statue broken to get what's inside there, those shinies. So right up here is where the tomb's location is. Got lots of things in here to get. We got like grave glovewort 6s. There's 4 of those. There's 2 grave 5s in here. 2 ritual pots. 1 ghost 6 glovewort. And 4 crack pots. But there might only be 2 with the crack pots, depending if you chose that as a starting item. And here's our first item here. I'm going to grab the grave glovewort 6 here. Now we're going to go take a look out the window here. Now we're going to use the statue right up, straight out there. You see the statue? That's where the boss lever actually is. We're going to use that as a reference point. So basically up here, we're going to call this maybe level 0. Then we're going to go down there and we'll call it basically level 1. We're going to go out down here and use the chest. You can just jump out the window if you want. But for the sake of this video, we're not going to do that this time. So then again, straight ahead, you can see, we can see the statue there. And of course, to the left there is this grave glovewort 6 we'll get when we're leaving this place. But right here underneath the stairs is another grave glovewort 6. So that makes 2 of them so far that we've collected on that. But we'll get up there at the end of the run here. There we go, grave glovewort 5. Now I've already cleaned out the enemies mostly. There's most of them. Now the next thing we want to get on the other side of this cage or bars or whatever, right? Now to get in there, you just need to go straight to the chest at the end. And this is the same way you do it on the next level. You go to the one on the end to get to the stuff behind the bars, right? And so the first thing we grab here is going to be a Perfumer's Cookbook 3. And now this is where we find a couple of these cracked pots. Now like I mentioned before, I'm not sure if it's going to be these ones that are missing or the ones that we're going to find later on in this place that'll be missing. But that's only if you chose as a starting item the cracked pots when you started the game. Otherwise you'll find 4 of them in here. And so the chests work as when you get in one and you come out, if you go back in it, you'll come out in this chest right where you came in. Now coming out here, there's an illusionary wall right here. Now we're going to put a rainbow stone here on the ground for a reference marker here. Just as we're trying to explain this place. So we go through the wall. Now I just did a cut right there. You might have seen it there, but because I've already cleared out the enemies in this place. But there's our second grave glovewort 5, so that's the last one there for those 2 in this place. And so basically, we're going to notice something here because we're taking this, come out here, we look down to the right to see, because we think we're on the ledge because it looks the same as the other room, but we're not. It's not. We look down there and we don't see the rainbow stone, so we're not in here. So basically we're on level 2 right now, I'd say. Or -2 or -1. But I'll just say 2. Just use it like that. Now we look across there, the bars this time, and there we go. So you can kind of see a glove ward over there in the corner, the little white thing. So that's not the one we've already been through. And I usually don't come over here, but let's do it for the reference point to teach you this, how it works. So we're going to put down a rainbow stone here after we get rid of this guy. I'll try to get rid of him. Yeah, I've missed him. He's up there pretty high though, so come back over here, we're going to drop a rainbow stone. Because what we need to do, we're not going to clear out this room right now. What we actually need to do is get into that up there. Far, far away up above my head there, there's a little window there. That's where we actually need to get, because it's a hidden room which has a ritual pot in it and a smithing stone 5, but it's often missed. So we come back down here, and so basically what you want to do is when you go through the legendary wall, you want to go through the chest there, and then you want to immediately drop down here again like I'm doing right now, and go through the chest again. Because then we're going to be on level 1 again, as you'll see here. And now, when we look over, we see the rainbow stone. So now we know we're in the right place now. Because what we do is, on top of this ledge here, we go straight, and then when we go around the corner here, yes, that's the place we've already been, but we're going to go up here and climb a ladder. And this is going to take us to a chest that'll get us up to where that room was, the hidden room basically. So we can get up in there. So that's where we're going to go now. So we come around here, no other shinies or loot. We're not collecting any respawnable loot, just the normal stuff. Now you can see right above my head there, clear off in the distance, you can kind of see the rainbow stone glitter in there, just a little bit. So that way we know we're up in the window that I was talking about. Now if we look to the corner to the left, that's where usually the big bad guy is going to be, big pot. So we come of course here to the ritual pot, first one. Now there's only like 10 of them in the game on these guys, but there's 2 of them in this dungeon alone. The other ones are spread out all over the place. Of course we'll grab a smithing stone 5 there. And now I'm just going to drop out of the window here, down below. And you'll be able to see the, there, that's much better to see it over there that way now. A little closer. Same thing, you're going to have a big pot in here. Then you're going to have, or jar. And then you're going to have a little dude in the corner to deal with. He's going to explode on you like most of the things. So there's our second ritual pot, so we're done with those. And then we'll get some resin here, I think it is. Yep. This shiny here, just like the other one, it's just the dead bodies, you know, what's left over from defeating the enemy. In fact, you probably already know if you've been here. Oh, I should say this is going to be a grave 6 right here before we say anything more there. But the biggest challenge of this place is to make it through here to get in and out and get to the boss lever without using any swear words or anything coming out of your mouth. Because these guys are all over the place. And see how fast that guy got the bleed on me? That's just one dude. So now we want to get behind these bars, right? Because this is way out. So remember, just like last time on the other level, so just like on level 1, go to the chest in the very end. That'll take us behind the bars on this level. And this is where we'll have 2 more crack pots and a ghost 6 glove ward. So after we grab these 2 crack pots here, we're going to grab the ghost glove ward 6. That's right next to the ladder here. You can kind of, if you look up close, the ghosts, they're a little bit bluer that they shine. Other than the graves are kind of like a dull white. So, but you can't tell when you just run around grabbing everything. So we're going to go up the ladder here. We're going to grab the last grave 6. So that'll be 4 total here. Then we're going to pull the lever to open up the boss door. And then, yeah, then we're going to run out. We're going to take a look up in the sky there to see where the other window is. To give us a reference, that was the one we were looking at the very beginning of the video. But basically, once you come down here, we get in there. You grab the grave 6 above, drop down, grab the grave 6 underneath the stairs there, and then grab the grave 5, going down the thing. Then we want to get the stuff on the other side of the cage. Go to the chest at the very end, go in there, grab everything, go back in the chest, come back out, come out, go down, see the illusionary wall. Now, once you do the illusionary wall, go down into that chest, get that chest there. When you show up on the ledge, drop down again and go back the same way like you went through with the illusionary wall. Go in the chest again, then you're on the upper ledge. Go down to the end, climb up the ladder, get to the secret room, clear that out, drop out that window there up there, go underneath behind you to get the ritual pot over there too. Drop down underneath the stairs there, grab that, grave 6. Then we just need to get on the other side of those bars again. So where the ghost 6 is, which is easy, right? We just turn, go straight to the end where the chest is at the very end. Boom, that puts us in there. Grab the pots there, grab that ghost 6, go up the ladder, grab the last grave 6 there, pull the boss door lever, boom, opens up, go back down, climb up the stairs, take that chest there, and run to the beginning here. Go down, defeat the boss, and after you do that, you'll get the soul jars of fortune ashes. And that's about it. I mean, you know how to get out of the boss room. We just go the other way up the thing because it's that short, or just go over here and grab the way out here. But over here, there's some root resin on the ground here, and there was before we got into the boss room. But that's it. That's how you can get in here and get through this place, grab everything, and basically you are done. Okay, so basically we are done with this place. So let's just show you how to get back to the grace that we came from. But this time we're going to show you where the spirit spring is to get down here, and we're going to use that to get out of here. There's the bear right ahead there, the great big one, that you can use to bust that statue, of course, that we rode past earlier. So I'm just going to stay close to the rocks over here, and you'll see you got the big pillar to the left here, which is holding up the bridge above us. There's the spirit spring right there. It's basically right above the canyon we came through earlier. So right there. There's a grace on the top of the bridge here as well, so if you've already got that one unlocked, you can just ride that down and around to be much faster and take the spirit spring down. But there's the hero's grave straight ahead there, and you can see the bear there a little bit. He's kind of tiny though. But we'll take the spirit spring up and ride it back. Of course, the reason why I don't like coming this way is because the archers right there, the great big archers. So at least this way we're not going to get them in our face. I guess we'll get it in the other way. But you just got to come up here past the enemies and get these in the clearing, and then go right. Right when you see that guy, and just go right at him and over to the spirit spring. If you're coming from this direction, but yeah. Just get arrows all day long over here. And here's where we actually forked off. At the beginning we were coming over here to go down to him. Right there. Let's see here. I always have fun finding this grace here, no matter which way I come, even though I've already grabbed it. I think the best way is just the big doors up ahead right there. You got some cliffs, the city, but it doesn't help too much. Yeah, just go the big wall, come through the door, see this lantern thing that's right in front of us, kind of scope that out, and then the grace is right there.